everyone. Trust all are doing great today. And today, with the pandemic and the lockdown, I think we have learned a lot of things in life to cope up and go about with the adjustments that we see in day to day in this pandemic. And one very important aspect or the word that is so popular among all of us in today's household, right from a small child to the elders at home, everybody talks about the term internet. With this, we were all shut inside the house and we could do all our work at home without stepping out during the pandemic. That is the term that's called as the internet. Right from the child who missed the school could continue with the online classes. The elders at home could work from home with the online work that they could do. Sitting at home, they were able to access their office files and things, and the works moved on smoothly. The elders at home were not bored, they were continuously tied up to the entertainment world. So that is what the internet has made us, and it's become that strong word in today's world with the pandemic. So today I thought of going about with a small session on internet basics. Now let me tell you all what this internet is about. To do that, I thought let me go about by breaking the term internet into two halves and tell you what it is. Inter and net. Inter means interconnection of networks, and internet is coined like that. Now, what is this interconnected network? To know that, let me first tell you all what this network is all about. Now, we all know when we work with a system, an individual system, that's called as a standalone system. Now, to communicate with that system, for any kind of communication we do in the system, like transferring of documents, files, sharing of resources, or do anything, it's only pertaining to it. It is selfish to that system. Now, if I wanted to communicate to another system which is not connected together, I cannot do in that scenario, which is called as a standalone system. For that, I have to connect the first and the second system together, which we term it as a network. Like this network, we have many kinds of networks, the LAN, the WAN and the MAN. As we all know, LAN is a local area network, WAN is a wide area network, MAN is a metropolitan area network. When we connect to all these networks together and establish a very useful communication, we end up into something called as internet. So that's why the term internet is coined as networks of networks, or in simple terms I can tell, interconnecting of all these networks together is what is internet formed or internet is coined as. Now let me tell you about how this internet was invented, or I cannot specifically tell it was invented. Computer scientists Winter Cerf and Bob Card, who coined or who was credited in the invention of internet. Now Bob Cerf is being credited or called as father of internet because he is the one who has co-designed the TCP/IP protocol and the internet architecture. So hence he is regarded as father of internet. Yes. We saw about the inventors. Now let me tell you about the history and evolution, how this internet came and how we are in and out using in today's life. Now to go about with it, this internet term was actually seen or coined in the late 1960s with the help of something called as ARPANET. ARPANET is nothing but Advanced Research Project Agency Network. This was funded in US by the Department of Defense. They just used this system and connected 4 systems together to communicate among themselves in the military base. Later, this technology, this was taken into universities, and where more than 2 systems connected together efficiently for the communication purpose, it was used. In the universities, it was seen very effectively used by the scientists, research scholars and the students. Later, it came into commercial world where you and me were introduced with the term internet and its usage. Internet is majorly used to communicate in any form. Let it be documents, files, videos, text or anything, anywhere, anytime, anywhere and at any corner of the world we can communicate with anyone at any point of time. That's the little bit of history that I talked to you all about. Now let me tell you who owns internet. Do we know about it? Actually speaking, nobody owns internet. No company, no organization, no government, no individual owns this internet. It's like the telephone line that we use, where we use the connection or we avail the facility and we pay for it. Similarly, internet is also done. We avail the service, we pay to the service providers. So this internet service providers, which was very popularly seen in the early 60s, were connecting internet through the landlines. So internet are connected through three modes: dial-up, the broadband and the wireless. Dial-up network these days are very unrealistic, but the broadband and the wireless are the ones which are popularly used in today's world. Amid all the developments in technology, we have seen lot of success and failures in internet. That is why this term internet has stayed in everybody's mind so strong and so very popular among the youngsters in today's world. Now, to go about further with this term internet, do you all know how this actually goes about functioning? How communication is transmitted or established between two systems or many networks in the internet. This happens with the help of a technique called as packet switching. When a communication is transmitted from one computer to another, this data, the communication is called as the data. It's broken into smaller units which is called as packets. These packets move into the traffic, in the network traffic, and will reach the destination with the help of certain protocols. Now what do you mean by this protocol? These protocols are nothing but set of rules. These rules will define how to move about, what to do and so on and so forth. Likewise, we have few protocols like the TCP/IP, the Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol, FTP, File Transfer Protocol. These are the ones which help in establishing a good communication between the systems in the internet. So TCP/IP helps in transmitting the data, files, documents, whatever we talk about in the internet. IP is the one which holds the address of the packets. So once it reaches the destination from the source, the IP addresses will all join together with all the different packets and the data is delivered at the destination. This is how a simple term that I have explained to you all, how communication is transmitted in two different systems in the internet. Now what is this FTP? FTP is nothing but File Transfer Protocol. It's a protocol which helps in transmitting files, documents, videos, audios, so on and so forth. Now, talking about all these protocols, we would surely talk about something like www. What is this www? I think we all know what this www is, isn't it? It's World Wide Web. Now, what is this World Wide Web? Is Internet and World Wide Web the same? Is it the same? No, it's a myth that everybody feels it's the same. But actually speaking, it is not. It is not the same. World Wide Web is a web. It's a place which has a collection of web pages where we use the internet to work or you avail the information that you look on into the World Wide Web. So they are not the same, but technically they are linked. Yes, technically they are linked. So, World Wide Web is a web page which has a collection of web pages. To get into it, we need to use certain browsers called as web browsers. So, we have different web browsers like the Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, etc. etc. Through this, we get into the web and we search on different topics that we would like to know or learn more about it in the internet.
Every good thing has its own advantages and disadvantages. That is the pros and cons. Similarly, the internet technology also has its pros and cons. If we look into the pros, it has easy access of information, anything, everything for anybody, right from a small child till a aged person can look into that information into internet and get it. For example, if a small child is looking into an information for a rhymes, he or she can key into it and get it. For an elder person, he would like to know about his ailments, what he's going through. He wants to get into it, he will know about the plus and minus, where to get the medication, what, etc. etc. That effective is internet to access information. It's so easily available. Similarly, taking into the online platform, it's become so important during the pandemic, that during the lockdown, if I talk about the online classes, e-commerce business has boomed like anything comparatively, and the ticket booking, take it for your bus ticket, airline ticket, your train ticket, or for that matter the movie tickets can be booked at the fingertip from home. So such effective, such advantages internet, online, anything, everything can be done. Sitting here, I can order my food and get it done in minutes, in few seconds, I can do it. That advantages is internet. Similarly, it has its own cons or the disadvantages. The disadvantages are little serious. On the serious note, if I tell you about, it is a big distraction to the youngsters. There are a lot of unwanted things that is readily available at their fingertips, which is leading them into cybercrimes, bullying, trolling, which has become a big issue in today's world. So the distraction is too much, and added to that, the dependency on internet. I want to know something, I will quickly key in and look for it. Reading of book habit has completely come to a standstill in today's youngsters. I don't see any youngsters looking in for information either in a dictionary from the library or buying a book and going through it. Everything is internet for them. This is the disadvantage I can tell about internet, but everything has its own pros and cons. So let us go about with the pros or the advantages and make the internet a very effective platform.
Yes, you must be all wondering, what is this in my hand? It's a fruit. It's a fig fruit. But for some of you, you must be wondering what this is. So you would like to know about it, more information about it. So what will you all do? You will immediately get into the internet. You will type into the laptop, search for this particular fruit and find out the complete detail or the information about this fruit. To know more about, you will get into the detail, much more detail about it, and learn about what this fruit is, what is the biological name, where it originated, how to go about using it, so on and so forth. So this is how effective internet is. So an internet is the place where you look for anything, everything that you want to know. That effective is internet about. That's all, my dear friends. Thank you all.